Just like you have every right to have an opinion on the Nerd Talk situation, so do we. Now, if we feel like he is predatorial for what, hold on, wait. If we feel like he's predatorial, we're gonna say he's predatorial. Oh well, so be it. He fucked a 17-year-old. A lot of people don't fucking like adults have a relationship with teenagers. That's just a fucking fact. Okay, that's just a fact.
That's not a fact.
You don't. It is fact. A lot of people don't. Okay, hold on. Everybody in the chat with
you can have a feeling and an opinion about it, right? But when you come out calling a person a PDF file, when you're calling people to fuck up his life, that's what I take issue with. Not that you have a feeling about it.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I call anyone in his personal life? Did I do that personally?
The army that
do I know who did that? No, I don't.
Though the people that you're standing next to did.
What do you mean? I don't know who called his fucking family. That's between them. That's not has nothing to do with me.
No. You're calling his job. You're calling his workplace. You're fucking up this man's life.
I'm not calling
over
nobody.
A relationship, a consensual relationship, mind you, that he had with somebody.
With a 17-year-old. With a 17-year-old. Just say it. With a 17-year-old. Because that's exactly
not
what
wrong, though.
That he's known for 10 years. Yeah, because
you're making it because the way that
he knew her when she was 7 years old, and he ended up being in a relationship with her when she was 17.
No, what? Can I talk? Yes, you're trying to make it seem as if it's grooming. He wasn't an adult man who was eyeing a 8-year-old.
Do you know that for a fact? Do you know that for a fact?
He's a minor too. So, okay, if you're going to give her grace, give him grace. He's a minor who grew up with a girl. But he happened to be in a relationship. Her parents didn't like it because they're white. He's black. And they said he raped her.
She was 17. She was 17, bro. She's still mentally a child.
When he met her, was he? No, let's talk about his age though for a second.
He was 20. He was in his 20s when he had sex with her.
No. Don't say he was in his 20s. What was his exact age, and what was the age dynamic? What was the actual?
Yeah, and he was 22. He was 22.
No, time out. Now, when he met her, what would have been his age?
It doesn't matter when he met her.
Yes,
it matters when he had sex with her. Yes,
it would have, because you're saying he's grooming her. He's a child. How is this child grooming another child?
I didn't. Here's the thing. Did I? Hold on. Here's the thing. It's not hypocritical. I never said he groomed her. I just said he had sex with a minor. But he also knew her when she was 10 years ago. She was 7 years old.
Yes, How old was he? Yes. You take out that fact just to make your point look good.
No, it's not about that. It's a fact.
Yes,
the facts is yes, he met her. Oh my God, can you let me fucking explain? Stop interrupting, bro.
I'm asking you a question. You're not answering my question.
I am. You won't let me answer it because every time I talk, you're like, no, it did.
How old was he?
Okay, so right there, they're doing the math. When he met her?
Yes.
He was 12. He was close to a teenager.
He was 12. Now he's close to a teenager. He's not a teenager. He's 12. He's 12. How old was she?
Okay, so if he fucked her when she was 7, when he was 12, does that make it okay?
No, any children having anything like that is inappropriate, regardless.
Okay, so what does it matter if he was 12 or not? If he had sex with her when she was 7 years old, so what's the difference? What's the difference?
Because
Ian?
You're presenting it as if she's a minor and he's a full-blown adult that watched.
But he did have sex with her
get older
when she was a full-blown adult. But he still had sex with her when he was a full-blown adult.
She's a child. They were both children. They grew up together. They had a consensual relationship.
Ian, but you just said it's not okay for him to be 12 and have sex with a 7-year-old, right?
That's a different argument. They're both consenting.
How's a different argument? How's a different argument? 22. There is a how many years age difference there?
What the fuck? Like, bro, so in my son, okay, no time out. Let's put this on a boy. If my 17-year-old boy and a 22-year-old girl is having consensual sex, and in my state, the age of consent is 17. Is that wrong? Answer.
And I think anyone who is an adult having sex with somebody who is 18, even 18, I still think is wrong because you're too old.
Okay, I'm cool with that. But if you make it to where
that is my personal feeling.
Right, if I think it's wrong or right, because what you're doing is wrong. You're presenting it as if if you have a feeling about it, that's different, love. If you present it as if,
and my feeling is he's a pedophile. Why is that better? Did I say
that's slander? That's defamation.
Okay, then sue me.
It's not real.
Sue me.
That's not what this is.
Sue me then.
See,
that's what I'm saying. I mean, what do you want me to do, bro? I'm gonna say how I feel how I feel it. If
No,
you don't
that's
like
not
it,
a
that's not my
feeling.
problem.
No, you took it out of feeling when you said that he's a pedophile. You took it out of feeling. Now you took it to defamation. That's what you're continuously
Well then
doing.
sue
And then
me.
when I
Why do
call
I
you
keep
out
I
and say
keep
you're
saying sue
wrong
me?
for
And that's
that,
what
now it's becoming, oh, Ian.
I don't care if you think I'm
Oh
wrong.
my
I don't
God.
care if you think I'm wrong, Ian. I don't care if you think I'm wrong, Ian. I
No, I
generally
don't
care if
think
you
you're
think I'm
wrong. You're factually wrong. You know you are.
No, I'm
You're
not.
just
I
saying
don't
that.
really
You're
care if
just
you think
saying
I'm
that to hurt
factually wrong.
nerds. No, you're maliciously saying that just to hurt
I'm
this
saying
man.
it because
And
I don't like
you're
people who
you're
are
a
adults who
piece
have
of
sex with
shit for
minors.
that. You're a fucking piece
Okay.
of shit for that.
Okay, then I'm a piece of shit. Is that it? Is that it? Because you're just as much of a piece of shit.
How am I? No, explain that to me. Explain it. Because I'm defending somebody
Because you
for
have
being a piece
because
of
the
shit.
way you feel about Henry, right, is on the same lines of how I feel about Nerd Talk.
No,
The
it's not.
difference
No, it's
is
not. It's not the same thing.
Yes, it is.
He's
Yes,
actually
it is.
he's actually accused of being there while someone was doing something to a fucking child.
He wasn't accused of being there, bro. That's not even what the story was. Again, you didn't listen to the story.
He said I was accused
wasn't
of
there.
allowing my daughter to be around someone who touched her inappropriately. What
hold on,
bro.
Ian, here's a funny thing. Here's a funny thing. Ian,
he's a piece of shit father. And then you're over here defending someone who actually did something to a child.
The guy in question isn't even related to Henry. You know that it's the wife's father, right?
That's what I'm saying is crazy about it. He's over here.
We don't talk about the wife.
We don't talk
about the wife, but we don't talk about the wife.
No, but okay, time out. Why isn't there anyone from his real life coming out to corroborate his story?
Why should they? Why do they owe you an answer, Ian?
Because this is a heinous accusation.
But why does his family owe you an answer?
It's heinous.
But that's between them. They already felt it's been a year. It's over.
That's more than Henry. And don't you think that's probably the reason why she was like, fuck that, that's the last straw, I'm about to divorce you? Don't you think that?
Do you know that though? Do you know that?
Do you know that? No, that's the real question. You're defending it.
I do know that. I do know that. I know
you
the
to tell me. Do you know
I do
that?
know. I do know. I do know. I do know why they divorced. I do know why they divorced.
No, time out. Did he say it? And that's why you know? Because you don't know. He has no one to corroborate this fucking story. At the end of the day, there's no one. It's a bunch of people, like you said, you don't know Henry from a fucking hole in the wall, so you would never let him watch your kids. But like you said, you would rather him watch your kids over me and Nerd Talk. People who actually
because I wouldn't want my
children.
kid. I wouldn't want my kid being around you, bro.
If you had
that's good for you. I'm happy for you.
If you had kids and your kids came over to play with me, I have a park over here that I built for my kids, sandbox, everything. Your kids and my kids.
You know why I said what I said? Because
guess what? As a father, I would make sure.
You know why? Ian, you know why? You know why I said what I said? Because you're sitting here justifying a 22-year-old having sex with a 17-year-old. That's why.
That's not the same thing as I allowed my daughter to be around someone who touched her, and she's a fucking 6-year-old.
So Ian, if a 22-year-old, if a 22-year-old went up to
not in the double digits.
Ian, a 22-year-old went up to your 17-year-old daughter and tried to spit game at her, you're gonna punch him in the face, right?
No, I'm not, because at the end of the day, he didn't do anything inappropriate. He's just spitting game at her. Now, if he touches her inappropriate, maybe we'll have a different conversation.
So a 22-year-old man going up to your 17-year-old daughter.
But guess what?
So you're saying that if
my children in the way that they should go. So at the end of the day, I know my daughter has more respect for herself.
I'm sure she does. I know she does. I believe you. But my point is, if a 22-year-old comes over and shows sexual interest in your 17-year-old daughter, you just gonna be like, nah, he didn't touch her, so I'm just gonna let that slide.
Sexual interest and interest in my daughter are two different things. Like I said,
so
if
a dude spit game, that's sexual interest. That's sexual interest.
No, time out. If he doesn't touch her and he's just showing interest, and I walk up to this man, I'm unhinged. I punch him in his mouth. I'm going to jail for assault. So no, I would never put myself in a situation that would take me. Because guess what? When I have a 17-year-old daughter, I still have a 13-year-old daughter. So I'm not going to do anything that's going to take me away from my baby. At the end of the day.
All right, I got some questions for you. Thank you for the $20. What will it take? A video of Henry's daughter setting the record straight. Doesn't this dude see how disgusting that looks? How weird it is? You don't care about kids. You don't care about Henry's daughter. What do you got to say in regards to that?
That's interesting, because at the end of the day, I'm the one who's putting it forward. And why would Why would I sit here while he already manipulated his daughter by saying I gave her cookies or I gave her Chuck E. Cheese? You're saying, oh, he
So
always says
at this
Chuck E.
point, you're
Cheese.
not going to listen. So basically, what you're saying is it doesn't matter
No,
what
I
the daughter
will
says at
believe.
this
No, I
point.
told you what it would take for me to believe it. Someone from his real life, an adult from his real life, coming out and corroborating his story.
And then if they do that, what you're going to find a flaw in that story too, Ian.
No, I'm
So it
not.
doesn't
No, I'm
matter
not.
what they say.
I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'm done with it. But at the end of the day, I'm not making the accusation. He
Ian,
made
here's
the
a counter.
accusation.
Ian, here's a counter to what you just said, right? So say, for instance, Henry's best friend, he's known him for a long time, comes out and said that never happened. Are you going to believe him because he's his best friend? You'd be like, of course he's his best friend. He's not going to say anything bad about Henry.
Okay, let me
So
clarify. Let me clarify. If his ex-wife comes up and said, hey, he never did it, because guess what? At the end of the day, he's told us on different occasions where his daughter was in line when she went to the doctor's office with him and his wife, and he said, oh yeah, daddy and mommy used to live together, but they don't live together because daddy's angry and he always yells at her. Was she lying then? And he just started laughing.
So basically, you would believe.
No, he stated, I just started laughing
Ian,
at it.
Ian, I hear you. Listen, so you're basically saying you would believe somebody who doesn't like Henry to come out and say that he didn't do this over somebody who's there?
Don't you think if somebody doesn't like me and they are forced to come out and say the truth about me that I didn't do something heinous, don't you think I'm gonna believe that over somebody who is best friend for, like, let's say 15 plus years? I'm gonna believe the person who doesn't like you.
I mean, you're gonna believe people over professionals who did the investigation and found nothing wrong that has been done to that child that specialize in that.
He talked about how it was, they did surgery on her, they made sure her hymen wasn't broken, all that. It wouldn't be broken if molestation occurred. So what do you